Everyone, welcome to my week 4 video response for psychology. My name is Andrea, and today we're going to be talking about group influence. Many psychologists, students, many people have tried to make proof of this, and they even uploaded very interesting videos that you can find on YouTube and everywhere. This exists, and I know that we've all been there. Probably you haven't noticed, but you've been there. Personally, I've been there more than once. Sometimes I've been of influence, and sometimes I've been influenced by a group. Um, Even on my regular basis life, I could tell that. Let me just think of okay, I have an example. When I was dancing, I remember that once I went to this different academy, and I was in this level that was pretty high to be a 11-year-old. So all of my classmates were older than me, and I kind of felt intimidated about it. So when I went to class, I remember that I started to stretch and everything. And I remember that these girls started to do their makeup right before class. Yes, that's kind of ridiculous. Because if you think about it, well, I don't know if you people knew this, but ballerinas sweat a lot. It's exercise. So you're not going to do your makeup before going to workout, right? At least I wouldn't. It's illogical to my point of view. So I told my mom because I felt intimidated. And she said, you should go and ask them why they do it. So I went to these girls and I asked them like, why do you do your makeup right before class? We're gonna go sweat. It's not good for your skin, for your pores. So I knew that it wasn't good. It wasn't okay for myself, for my skin. But they came and said like, oh, the thing is that you have to be a professional ballerina, blah blah blah. Which of course we weren't. But they came with this very full idea that you had to get used to dance on stage with your makeup on, and you had to get used to do your own makeup, to dance with it, to look pretty professional even when you were only in class. Now, to my point of view, it wasn't necessary for me to do it, but I felt influenced by them. I was 12 years old and I started to do little makeup before class. Now, I knew that this wasn't me, and I knew that this wasn't good for my pores, for my skin, but I decided to do it still because I just felt like I didn't fit in if I didn't do it. I just went with the flow. So that's a personal experience. I know that we've all been there, and sometimes we don't even notice. And now, how could you use this as a company? Let me tell you that with social media, this is wonderful. This is like manipulating your customers to do it. It's so easy, actually. I was just taking this as an example. I was reading about these waist trainer things. I've seen it, I'm not joking, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, everywhere. Every social media platform. If you're a girl or even a boy, I bet you've seen it before. Those waist trainer companies, one of them took advantage of this and said, okay, let's see someone that has great influence on women. I know, the Kardashians. They have really good bodies, they're curvies, and since that a trend right now, we're gonna go pay them, and they just have to take pictures of themselves wearing it, take some videos, Snapchat, and then the rest of the girls are gonna go feel influenced by it, buy them, and then upload pictures with it as well. Bam! It actually worked. These girls, I bet they have never used them before in their lives. And since the Kardashians were making publicity about it, this marketing was very successful because I have seen it trending all over Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Everywhere. So I went to the root of it and I started to, make some research, and I found out that this is what this company did. They paid famous people, people that cause influence on others, to um, lie, or probably, I don't know if they tried them before, I can't judge, but just for telling, oh, look, I have used it and I have a small waist and guys like me. Girl, you should try it. They're gonna like you too. And it has worked. These waist trainers have become popular all over the world. And what, probably 6 months? Now, that is what I personally think manipulating your customer. I think that it sounds awful, but we have to do it at a certain point. Mostly if you're in a marketing major like I am. I really think that this is genius. It's really smart to find your target audience, to pay a group that's influenced for your target audience. These people are going to make an impact. If they think that their idols use this product, or people that they find smart or they identify with, if they use your product, then your target market's gonna buy it. Easy as that. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.